Okay, so I have these keys that belong to my boss, and I forgot to give them back to him. So he's been actually complaining about that he needs them back. So what I'm gonna do, instead of taking the traditional way and driving to the office, which is like about 2 to 3 miles away. It's on it's like 600, I believe, East Klausner. So it's not too far away. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try, and I'm gonna document my way over there. Obviously, I'm not gonna record the whole way, but I will point out and emphasize what I believe the city should improve on my way over there. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so I'm just leaving school right now, and there's one big thing that I noticed as soon as I'm leaving out. I'm about in the north side of the parking lot of the social sciences, or the social and behavioral sciences building, and between where the baseball thing is at. And this is what I noticed, that there's areas where there is sidewalk. There's some other areas where there's no sidewalk, where there's nothing but just grass where you have to walk. And there's a lot of construction, which, I mean, it has to get done one way or another, but I mean, it could have been done I believe in a much more feasible way, where it wouldn't put some pedestrians in small but potential danger of getting run over. I mean, there's a bunch of traffic going on. Another thing that I'm noticing is, let me try to cross onto the other side, is that this is the only side that has cement to walk on. This is the only side that has an actual walkway. Let me cross before I get here. You know, right here is going to be mainly all grass. So you can see there's some cement, but I mean, right here there's a cement sidewalk, and it goes for no more than like about 50 yards. And then you're on your own after that, buddy. So, I mean, let's just keep on seeing where this takes us. Oh, man, it's hot. Super hot. It's another thing they could do. Maybe they could install, like, air conditioning systems for... No, I'm just playing. But it is hot. Alright, so... I'm still walking here. And what I've noticed is that there's still no sidewalk. I stayed on that side where the sidewalk ended, where I mentioned that it was really about 50 yards, and after those 50 yards, I mean, that was it. That's all I got. There's really no more drive walk after that. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, not the greatest walking conditions, to tell you the truth, but I mean, at the same time, it isn't terribly bad. But I mean, the city of Edinburgh right now is trying to improve itself, and it's trying to do all these expenditure projects, like the McIntyre Street project and all that. And I mean, this is an area of the city that's right across the school, and it could really be, you know, it could really use that help. It could really use these sidewalks. It could really use all the beautifying processes. I mean, like how Jesse, my team member, was mentioning earlier, what's good for the school is good for the city, and this is something I can see that could benefit both groups very heavily. And so there's one thing I really don't like, is get my school clothes all sweaty. But hey, you gotta do that thing for school, you know. I'm still walking on grass. This is actually, I'm surprised that there would be a sidewalk here. There's a sidewalk across the street. I don't know if you can see that. There is a sidewalk across the street, but I mean, I've been walking on grass for a while, and I've been walking since I was in front of like the baseball station. It's been nothing but grass. So, I mean, you would think Pan Am would, you know, step it up a little bit with the grass, but you haven't. Right, so I'm in front of the bookstore, and Lord and behold, we have a sidewalk finally. But it's really not until you get into like the intersection. I was expecting to be able to critique this part to cross University, but it actually looks pretty safe. It looks a lot better than what I was expecting. There's a sign for pedestrians to cross. There's actually a man right here, so I really don't want to be talking next to him. It's going to be a little awkward, but I mean, There's the crosswalk. I'm gonna jaywalk up in here. Ooh! Almost got hit there. And I'm here, safe. But it looks like once again the sidewalk. Oh no! Look, nice. The sidewalk actually runs all across here. All right. So I was expecting the sidewalks to run. So I'm not exactly sure how the sidewalks are handled here in the city. I don't know if it's all through the city or if the university is incorporated. But I mean, this area, you can tell there's not as much traffic as there would be in the university. The lanes, the street's smaller. It's a lot more narrow. It doesn't have many lanes. Yet there's a crosswalk, or the sidewalk that runs. I mean, it runs pretty much as far as my distance can take it. So I mean, this is pretty promising. This is pedestrian friendly. This is consumer friendly. This is just overall good news for the city. For the city, sidewalks promote a lot. People overthink sidewalks, but I mean, they're important. I believe they're very important. I believe the city and the university should take bigger measures. Oh, look, there's a dog. I hate dogs. I hate dogs that are not mine. I hate stupid dogs. Anyways, so I mean, I'm still on the crosswalk and I'm still walking. Like I was saying, I strongly believe that they're pretty important. I strongly believe that they're pretty important for the city, just because not everybody has the means to get a car or to, ride the bus. Some people live close by. Some students can walk, and the overall safety. We have to take that into consideration. So, I mean, the city's doing its part with the sidewalk from what I'm seeing, because, I mean, I'm still walking on the sidewalk. I think from the little that I've seen so far, I think the university needs to step it up a little bit in certain areas with the sidewalk. It's hot. All right, so I'm almost there, I would say. I'm maybe like a couple hundred meters away, maybe a little further. I'm actually walking on Champion Street, this is like a neighborhood area. I'm walking on the street right now, but I mean, there isn't really any any traffic or anything, so it's calm. It's a calm neighborhood. That's a trail crossing ahead. So I mean, this is something that I'm not used to in my city. In the city of Donna, we don't have any of these trail crossings or pedestrian crossings or waterways in any of the neighborhoods for our city. Which this is really awesome. What I'm coming across. Let me just get there so I can show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. So this is kind of like an alleyway type of thing, but it's so people don't have to be walking on the street, and you could go around the neighborhood and you could be walking in these little alleys. Look, there's people coming here, there's stop signs, there's a little bit of everything. I've never even seen this before, so right now I'm going crazy with this. This is awesome. This is actually something that I think every city should have. The reason being is because I'm avoiding the main road. I could go anywhere I want to go. I could go to the university. I could hit university over there. I could go to Sprague. I could go basically almost anywhere that's pretty near, anywhere in walking distance, and avoid the traffic and avoid the dogs. I mean, I don't want to walk any further because I don't know if there's dogs. I already got chased like twice by dogs. But yeah, look, this is awesome. By state law, cars are going to be forced to stop here. Want to see what happens. Well, not this jerk. Right. What a douche. I swear. Anyways, well, my mom was there, so I guess I'll see you there at the office. Okay, now I have arrived. I really want to record myself crossing the street, but this street is insane. Klausner is insane. I had to just sprint by. Look at the traffic here. And Well, I was on Champion. I mean, there's a light over there where you could cross, you know, and you could wait to cross, and there's a little light section, you know. I didn't want to go through there because I didn't want to walk all the way over there, and then, so I just took the jaywalking. But yeah, I'm here. This is my law offices of Aaron Pena. He's a very good attorney, very good boss. Very grateful to be here. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Let me just turn in these keys and still have to walk back to Pan Am. All right. So the keys are turned in, and it's time for me to walk back to Pan Am. I'm gonna take the same route, so I'm really not looking forward to this. But alrighty, here we go. Look, here comes an ambulance. Alright, well, I'll see you at school. Alright, so I decided to take a little bit of a different route. I'm coming through so I'm coming through like the downtown area where the courthouse is at. I'm actually coming like from behind the courthouse. And there's a lot of different areas. Like this part of Edinburgh is really nice. I like it a lot. I mean, there's little features for you to walk on, like little laid out bricks and stuff like that. Like I could even cross, like it's safe to cross the street here. I mean, there's crosswalks where you don't have to worry about. Well, let me cross real quick. Right, so it's hot, by the way. Let me just emphasize on how hot it is. It's hot. It's real hot. But yeah, this is pretty much the city of Edinburgh, and you know, I mean, the walk wasn't too bad, to tell you the truth. I mean, it was long, but I mean, it wasn't all that bad. When I get into my truck, I'm gonna like drive the same route and just see how long it is in school, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to point out, you know, how nice it is to walk through this part of town, how easy it is to get by. All right, so I'm finishing this little walk up, and I see the most beautiful thing. My truck. If this assignment helped me realize something, is how much I love my truck. All right. So, home sweet home. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna reset my odometer just so I can see how long I walked. So I'm gonna go to the office. I'm gonna take the same route and then multiply by 2. All right. So I'm ending my project, and it's hot. And I took a lot of positives and I took a lot of negatives. The negatives, I'm gonna start off with the university. I didn't really like the fact that the sidewalks in the university are in some areas and they stop in some other areas. Like, for example, there's a sidewalk, right? There's a sidewalk, I'm gonna say this is gonna be Schuner. Alright, so on the Schuner side, there's a crosswalk by the UT Health Science Center. That's about all there is. And in front of the baseball stadium, there's about, I'm gonna say about 50 meters worth of sidewalk. Other than that, there's not gonna be any sidewalk on the, I'm gonna say on the north side of the Schuner Street. You're just gonna be passing houses, and you're just gonna be walking on grass. The only way for you to stay on the sidewalk, excuse me, is if you stay on this side. If you stay on this side of the street. But I mean, to each their own. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But I mean, the university could take a better approach in providing these services. A positive aspect that I saw is that, well, the grass at the university it's always real green. I love green grass. And the city of Edinburgh in general, they do pretty good. They're doing a pretty good job at providing its citizens with, with sidewalks. There was that neighborhood that I went through where it has those alleyways where people can walk through. I'd never seen that before, ever. So not even here here. I usually take a different route when I drive to work. So not even here in the city have I seen that before, and I think it's really neat. It's a simple concept, and a lot of benefits can come from it. You know, I still haven't even gotten out of school, and I'm at about 0.07 miles. 0.07 miles. So I'm pretty sure I exceeded the range limit. So I pressed like the off-screen button on my phone, and I thought the whole video got like erased. I was like, oh, I have to do it again. So I'm already getting to Klausner and Champion Street. Driving. I'm already driving, and because I just want to get like more or less how much I walked, so I can give you a closer deal. And right now I'm at exactly 2 miles, and I still have about a block to, like more or less like a block to go. So yeah, oh, I came on the wrong street actually. Alright, so from the parking lot, I'm gonna say from the parking lot at the social science and behavioral building, or psychology building, I guess. From the parking lot there in front of the baseball field to Mr. Peña's office. It's 2.1 miles. So I mean, I had like about a 4-mile walk. Oh man, 4-mile walk, Professor. I don't even do that to work out. But hey, I really liked the project. I really enjoyed it, except for the part when I was getting chased by dogs. It wasn't too hot, so I mean, I have nothing to complain about. It wasn't that big of a deal. I saw the city in a different perspective, and it really made me appreciate how much I love driving a truck. I sound like a lazy bum, but yeah, it was a good project. I really enjoyed doing it, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.